Hello there, this is Auntie, and I am here to do my very first review on Catfish. Happens to be season 7, episode 1. My mom is going to kill me. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my wonderful nieces and nephews, thank you for being here. Happy New Year to everybody. This episode of Catfish season 1 had a lot of up and downs, and we're going to go ahead on and get into it. Okay, so we see the son Levante. Levante is 17 years old. He lives in St. Louis, Missouri. His mom name is Shelika. His mom has been in a few crappy relationships, but over the last few months, she has been really happy because she's been online dating and talking to this guy on the phone. Levante is real concerned about it because he knows his mom. He knows the crappy relationship his mom has been in. She looks like she's a single parent, so you know he's probably really attached to her. He mentions that him and his mom are like really close in age because the mom had him young. So you know what, they probably got like more of a brother-sister type of relationship. Mother, you know what I'm saying? Even though they mother and son, they probably, more like friends. But anyway. So he says, over the past month, she's been all happy and everything. And every time he asks to talk to him, to this guy, she says, no, mind your business, son. Mind your business, son. So he's like, you know what? I ain't feeling it. I'm getting right because I think that this man is catfishing my mother. So while he's talking to, Nev and everybody, Mama Son walk up in the back. Levante! Yeah, Ma? What you doing? Talking to somebody? Help! So, ethnic moms, what I'm saying? We nosy and everything. She come up in the background and everything. She like, get up out of here! So, Nev and Max, they laughing and everything. Because basically, Mama see him on the screen. She like, what the hell is going on? Son, Levante. Now at this point, she calling him, by his whole name. Because when she was yelling, she was like, Levante! But when she came up and found out he was talking to Nev and Max, she was like, Levante! Okay. When you get called by your legal name, you's in trouble. So anyway, basically he was, telling them and everything that, the mother has been telling him to mind his business. And, basically he knows that if he finds out who this guy is, that he is going to, read the guy, his Miranda rights, basically, as it relates to dating his mother. Okay. So they go on to tell, Nev and them and everything about the relationship between her and her friend Talli. Talli she's been dating him for over a year. She's like basically in love with him. She thinks he's the love of her life and all of that kind of stuff. She tells Nev and everybody that, basically she believes that you have to have trust in a relationship, because if you don't have trust in your relationship, you don't have anything. So, they feeding up on it and everything. They're like, okay. So all of a sudden, the mother's like, hey, Nev. He was like, yeah, what's up? She was like, can I talk to you real quick in the kitchen? He was like, yeah, cool, come on, cool. So Max and Levante are like, okay, what you think they talking about? He was like, I don't know, my mother must, be probably telling them something. So, the mother goes up in the kitchen with Nev and everything, and she was like, Nev, I got something I got to tell you. He was like, what? She was like, don't tell nobody, but I got a fake profile. Nev was like, what? She was like, shh, I can't tell you nothing. I got a fake profile. I ain't really the person he think I am. I mean, everything else is real. You know what I'm saying? Just my profile is fake. So Nev was like, how you gonna do something like that? Basically, Mama Son been using a fake profile. Her name has been Carrie Taylor. She got a whole different face, whole different everything, as you can see. So the mother been catfishing this man, but she gonna sit up at the table, you know, in the living room and everything, and tell them, trust. You gotta have trust. You okay, Mom? You talking about blind trust? You talking about white trust? You talking about in God we trust? What are you talking about trust? You didn't even start the relationship off, Shelika, be telling the truth about who you was. You know, when they was telling her, you know, well, suppose this dude is catfishing you. Will you be able to accept it? She was like, I don't want no ugly man. I ain't never had no ugly man. Oh, really? Well, then, you know, here's the thing, Mom. Then why you lie about your own identity? The thing you should have did was, if you want trust, you got to lead off with it. Because right now you're showing yourself to be untrustworthy. But anyway, I digress, so we can go ahead on and move on. The mother said that she initially created this fake profile of Carrie because she was, you know, like cyber stalking, Facebook stalking her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. Y'all know how them Facebook stalkers are. So she was, you know, stalking him and everything. And, you know, this guy came up on the thing. And so, you know, she was like, all right, you know, he cute and everything. I'm going to talk to him. His name is Talli. So, this girl, Carrie, is much younger than the mother. Look like she probably half her age. And she's absolutely beautiful. The mother's not bad looking either. But, you know, because she was out there doing dirt, see, you never could win when you dirty. The mother was out there doing dirt and everything. You know, so, you know, time caught up with a dude came on there, clicked and liked the picture of Carrie, and, you know, it went from there. So anyway, said that, you know, she basically wants a man who don't look like Buster. I ain't got no scrub in the getting no love from me. He's hanging in the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. So anyway, they go, you know, on Facebook, and even them the next day, they go on Facebook, and they look this guy up. When they start looking him up, they find out that, you know, there's this guy on there, and his name is Darnell. And so, you know, they basically looking around, they see that, you know, somebody named Yvonne called him Darius. So they looked it up, Talli Boy, and they found 2 profiles. Okay, so, you know, on Catfish, that ain't nothing new. You know, you may find 1,500 profiles. But they saw these women on there. Then they find this post from this girl named Yaya, who said, you looking good, boy. Hope you staying out of trouble. So they was like, oh, okay, who is Yaya? So is his name Darius or is his name Darnell? They couldn't figure out, you know, who it was because Yvonne had hollered at him and Yaya. So they was like, you know what, let's go ahead on and click on Yaya's little Facebook page, inbox her, and find out about him. Now, had it been me, they would have talked to me for at least a month, because I hate Facebook Messenger. I can't stand it. Most of the time, people that use Facebook Messenger, as far as my friends are concerned, they always sending them little chain letters. I hate them chain letters, so I don't use Facebook Messenger. Can't stand it. Don't want to read it. Don't want it coming up on my phone. Just not that interested. But anyway, I digress. So immediately after they tag Yaya calls them back, and she's like, "Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Ned? What's up, Ned? Y'all looking for somebody? Y'all need some help? What's up? What's up?" So they was like, "Yeah, we looking for somebody. You know what I'm saying? We looking for Darius." So she was like, "Darius? It's a Dartelius." They was like, "Oh, that's his name?" She was like, "Yeah." They was like, "Cause you said something on his profile." She was like, "Yeah, but he been locked up. I'm locked up. They won't let me out." So, you know, she was like, he been locked up in jail and everything. So they was like, "Well, we noticed that he got 2 profiles." She was like, "You know, probably when he got out of jail, he, you know, he remember his password and stuff. So he probably just made a second page." So they was like, "Okay, that's cool, y'all. That makes sense. Girl, I'm telling you, we about to hire you to be a detective." She was like, "No problem. Anything else y'all need?" It was like, "Nah, y'all, we got what we need. We need to find Darterius." So anyway, you know, they like, okay, we gotta go back and we gotta tell him that, you know, first of all, is two profiles. It's a Darnell and a Darius. Now, but the Darius name really is Dartarius. And, you know, he was talking to Yaya. He probably was in jail. So they go back, you know, to Shelika and to Levante, and they tell him the news. And she was like, locked up? He ain't never tell me he was locked up. How you gonna be locked up? But you know what, that's alright though, because you know what, I probably wouldn't tell nobody I was locked up either. For real? No, that's something you need to tell somebody when you meet them or you're talking to them. I've been in jail. I got a felony, a misdemeanor. But you know what? The mom has been dealing with this guy for a year, and at this point she in love. And you know how people say that love is blind. Love isn't blind. Love opens up your eyes. But you know, this mother, she refuses to, you know, open up her eyes and really see what the real deal is. Oh, she know though. She know. So they was like, well, you know, he in Texas and everything. Let me go ahead on the call. So they called, you know, Dartarius on the telephone and everything. You know, what's up, Talli Boy? He's like, yeah, what's up? It's Talli Boy, what's up? Talli Boy talking, yeah, what's up, sup? He was like, this Nev. He was like, what? Nev from Catfish. He was like, oh yeah, what's up? I mean, you know, hello. He was like, yeah, look, you been talking to Carrie? Because he don't know her name, Shanika, because she got a fake profile, too. You been talking to Curry? It's like, yeah, Curry, that's my girl. That's my boom shakaloo, man. That's my sweet potato pie, man. I'm talking about, that's my pookie. That's my boo-boo. That's my homie lover friend. That's my girl from back in the day. He was like, yeah, well, you know, we done looked on your Facebook page and you got two profiles. He was like, oh, yeah, man, you know what happened was, my old girlfriend, you know, when I broke up with her, she got mad at me and everything. She hacked my page and put stuff out there. And they was like, oh, Nev was like, oh, okay, what? Okay, so she did all that. He was like, that's understandable. But look, was you in jail? He was like, man, I don't talk about my past, man. Don't bring up my damn past. He was like, oh, don't hang up. I'm sorry. I know that's a little sensitive subject and everything, but look. Where you staying at now? He was like, I'm in Texas. He was like, can we come out there? We flying out there. He was like, bet. Come on out here. Bet. So, they go back in. They on the road. Mama ain't never flown before. First trip. To go and see a trip. And take a trip. With a trip. But anyway, so, you know, Max and Nev, you know, Nev, they go back to the hotel. And guess who's standing there? Dartalius. They like, hold up. Wasn't you in the picture? He was like, yeah, I was in the picture, man. What's up? Y'all niggas looking for me? He was like, no. I mean, you did, but what? He was like, what? He was like, I mean, did we just see you? You were just on the profile. He was like, yeah, I mean, you know, somebody told me y'all was looking for me and everything. So they was like, hold up. I mean, you know, it ain't nothing serious. We just trying to find out, you know, what's going on with Curry. And he was like, Curry? I don't know no Curry. They was like, oh, so you ain't dating Curry? He was like, no Curry, man. I just got out the pen. You know, I'm thinking it's the police looking for me. They was like, no, Black Lives Matter. Sorry about that. No, what we was saying was this dude and this girl, they've been dating for a year, and they used some of your profile picture. He was like, man, I got receipts. I ain't messing with nobody named Curry. They was like, let me see your phone. So, you know, they was going through the phone and everything. It was like, yeah. Oh, man, somebody slammed. Somebody's using your profile. He was like, man, that ain't me. He was like, man, tell y'all we said thanks. Sorry about that. He was like, not a problem. Not a problem. See y'all later. I'm tired of this. See ya. Deuce. So he was out. So they get on the plane, fly out to Texas and everything. They got to tell, you know, Carrie / Shanika that, you know, basically, we don't know who dude is. They get out there, Nev knocking on the door and everything. She got her little jeans on, little black jeans busted all over the place, looking like, you know what I'm saying, busted potatoes. They get there and even knock on the door. He's like, look, y'all, we here. You might as well come on now. He was like, all right, I'm coming out. He come out the door. This man looked like a rabbit. He looked like a straight up Mr. Potato Head. Glasses and all. I was like, damn. He sure don't look like Talli Boy. Sometimes it ain't nothing wrong with a little broke down, locked up type guy. You know what I'm saying? If you got to deal with him. So she was like, oh, He was like, no. Oh, what are you? No, what? I know you ain't. He was like, oh my God. What the hell y'all bring her here for? She was like, Terrence. She was like, Terrence, boy, is that you? He was like, yeah, it's me. She was like, what the hell you doing? Skyping, talking to me and go. He was like, the hell, you ain't curry? She was like, oh my God. So they was like, wait a minute, y'all know each other. She was like, yeah, I dated this busted, I dated him 10 years ago. This man cheated on me. He had 3 babies on me. Now, I don't know how he had 3 babies on her, whether she was laying down and he was pushing the babies out or what. But I just was like, okay. He had 3 babies on her. He had 3 babies while he was with her. You know, sometimes you got to translate for your damn self. So I just was like, oh, okay, she trying to, okay. So anyway, she was like, yeah. He treated me like I wasn't nothing. He was like, mug. And she was like, he ain't nothing but a H-O-E. And they was like, Tally Ho. Tally Ho. That's exactly what he is. Come to find out that they have been dating each other 10 years ago. They dated for 4 to 5 years. He had 3 children while they were in the relationship with each other. She was basically mentally, emotionally scarred from this relationship. He said that he must mess the relationship up. He said that they did it to each other. He said that she came home. He came home one day. She was drunk up in the bed with somebody else. Looked like they were in an extremely toxic relationship. But somehow through catfishing one another, they found each other. I feel like she got exactly what she deserved because she did not bring her best person forward as a woman and as a man, as a human being, period. You have got to show up in the room authentic. If you are going to sit out there and have a dating profile, the last thing you want to do is fake like you somebody else. Because in return, you're going to get somebody who's going to fake like they are somebody else. Some people get the opportunity to walk away from it and some people don't. At the end of the day, she was busted and disgusted, sitting up in the car crying and talking about how he hurt her. How he had all these children. He had 4 children, 3 children while they were together. She talked about how women were coming up in the house and calling her and everything else. But still and yet, after all the hurt that you have endured at the hand of this man, Terrence, you sat out there to catfish him. And in return, you got that dump, that trash that you threw out 10 years ago. At the end of the day, they stayed in contact with each other. Terrence is coming to see her because Nev and Max decided that they would get back together. Let's things settle down. They sat there and they told each other what they were attracted to by these fake people that they had become. The fake people were really the real people, hidden behind a mask. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, bring out the authentic you. It is very easy to act like you on The Voice sing behind some chairs, but when that chair swing around, that person then has captured everything about who you are. Terrence and Shelika, not Carrie, have decided that they're going to see how this go. That ended up working out good for them. But what about you? If you are catfishing somebody, let me tell you something. You are the only one that's going to get played. Thank you so much for checking out my review. And I'll talk to you again next week for Catfish Season 7, Episode 2. Tally ho, bitches!